Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Tonight, as always, we are going to have a very, very special guest in our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome Yacht Tech students, Joseph Cobo. Joseph, welcome to Masterpiece Show.
Hello everyone. Thank you for being here. And well,
Thank you so much, Joseph, for accepting this invitation. Well, before we start with this awesome interview, let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show right now. Well, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe, in the Netherlands, Scotland, England, Austria, Italy, Spain, and France. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to the audience in Japan, China, South Korea, and Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for your support and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Peru, Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and of course here in Ecuador. Thank you so much for your messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Well, now it's time to welcome our sponsors. And here we go. Well, let's welcome Classpro. Remember that Classpro offers you different types of services. Services such as advisory for educational and social projects, training for standardized tests such as KET, PET, FCE, and TOEFL. Classpro offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. Classpro also offers you academic consulting. If you need help to develop your thesis, or if you need help for your English language learning, linguistics, and applied linguistics, Classpro is the best option for you. Classpro is located in Quito at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to contact Master Pablo Mejia, the CEO of Classpro, you can do it through the cell phone that you can see on the screen. Classpro, the best solutions for your educational and professional projects. Let's welcome Jaguar. Remember that Jaguar is one of the most innovative projects developed by Yacht Tech students. Yes, Jaguar was the winning team that participated at this important competition, whole prize. And thanks to this, now Jaguar is offering you this eco-friendly product. Yes, Jaguar is offering you these eco-friendly diapers. If you need more information about Jaguar, you can get it at www.jaguar.net or on their social media site on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. Jaguar, the basic friendly diapers for you. And let's welcome Yanapana Project. Remember that Yanapana Project is an interesting project developed by GAR students. Yes, And this fabulous project offers you online Spanish and English tutorials, document translations, academic consulting, and now they are offering this new service, the chat rooms. Yes, if you want to practice English and if you want to develop your speaking skills, now you can do it through this new service. And the price of this new service is very, very convenient for you. If you need more information of Yanapana project, you can get it on their social media sites on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you are interested in becoming part of this wonderful project, remember that Yanapana is recruiting volunteers. So if you need more information about how to become part of this awesome project, you can get it at www.yanapanaproject.org. And as I told you at the beginning of this show, tonight we are going to have the opportunity to talk to Joseph Cobo. Joseph is a petrochemical engineer and he is a former Yacht student. And currently, he is an international student at ENSGTI in France. Tonight, we're going to have the chance to talk to Joseph about her experience as a Yacht student and also her experience as an international student at this prestigious institution in France. Once again, Joseph, welcome to our show. Okay, Joseph, let's begin with our questions. Can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Okay. Once again, hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. About my academic field. Well, I studied at Ambato City in Ecuador, my high school and my school. Then I went to the university, Yacht University. I studied petrochemical engineering, let's say. And actually, I'm a third semester student in the CIMOS master program in the engineering school of the Université de Pau in France. So, well, concerning to my academic track, I had the opportunity to go to Poland and Mexico to carry out two internships there. Actually, I'm studying a master degree, which is focused on the simulation and optimization of energy systems. It's a very interesting master degree and very difficult as well. And yeah, so I'm here. I'm trying to do my best. It's not sometimes not quite easy, but it's a very good program. I have a scholarship. It's a kind of a scholarship which is called UPPA E2S Academic Excellence Scholarship, which is offered directly by the French government. So I have this kind of scholarship here, and yeah, that's a little bit of information about my academic track right now.
Well, very interesting. And by the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Ambato. Wow, that wonderful city is really, really nice. And we have a big audience over there. Well, actually, in the whole province of Tungurahua, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching the show over there. We are very, very happy to have one representative from that wonderful place. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joseph, for sharing that important information with all of us. Now, let's start talking about your experience as a Yachay Tech student. Can you tell me if studying at Yachay Tech was your first option, or maybe did you have another option in mind? Why did you decided to apply to Yachay Tech?
Well, back then I was thinking about studying medicine many years ago, and I was just thinking or my options, let's say. And then I was very interested in biomedical engineering back then. So at first, I select the biomedical engineering as a major, and And then while being studying at Yacht Tech University, my perspective changed at all. So then when I was at fifth semester, yeah, I had to choose the major, and then I chose in this case petrochemical engineering. And yeah, I don't regret it at all, and I won't regret it for sure, because I know that that's my best field. This is the best suitable field for me. So yeah, as a student of VHT, well, it was my best experience in my life. At university, I know my best friends. I knew my best friends there, obviously, but the university, in particular, Yacht Tech University is a very particular case. I now I can say that the background that we have, I mean, in general, all the students, Yacht Tech students, we have a very good background, even for going abroad and start a new academic, and I would say even for professional opportunities abroad as well. So yeah, I'm very thankful with Yacht Tech University. I got all my knowledge there, so it's very important. It's a good background, a strong background in my academic field. So yeah, it was one of the best experience in my life. So I really enjoyed all my time there. So
Great, glad to hear all of that. Wow, and when we hear our EH Tech students, when they say that, well, thanks to EH Tech, thanks to our professors, thanks to our friends, because I know that you are like a family. Believe
yeah,
me, Joseph, believe me, I have had the chance to work in other institutions, in other universities, but definitely people at the Tech are unique. Students are unique. That is why I always say that, wow, Tech students are the best of the best. And something that I really admire from you guys is that you are not very competitive among you. No,
yeah,
you are very generous. You like to help to each other. When I see that Yache Tech students are doing this, are working on a project, are applying to scholarships, you are always socializing all the things in order to communicate to other people and encourage to apply to scholarships. Wow, that is something that I really admire from you, because you are not selfish. No,
yeah,
you are very cooperative. Yes, that is the word. And that is something that I really admire from our Tech students. Well, before we continue talking about that, let me tell you that we have here in our chat, we have some questions that some Tech students are asking you. And the question is, one of the questions is, Joseph, uh, how challenging is it to study at Yache Tech? Did you find any challenging thing while you were studying at the Tech?
Well, at first, for sure, it's difficult because you are moving from your home, first of all, and you are moving to the university, so it's very different. But the professor there are not just the professor; they are friends as well. If you find complicated starting with new topics, or if you don't understand, you can go with them, and then always help you. And yeah, at first it could be a little bit difficult, but at the end you will see that it worked. So yeah,
Mm.
remember, the professor are not just professor, they are friends as well. Even after finishing your studies, for example, in my case, I can say now they are friends as well. So that's one of the important things, and that's one of the reasons why I said that Yacht is very particular. It's not just a university; it's very particular. Yeah, so that's my answer to this question.
Yes. Thank you so much. And yes, as you can see, it could be a little bit challenging at the beginning, but not impossible. And Joseph is a clear example of that. Look, now Joseph is studying at one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Well, we are going to talk about that later. And here's a clear example of perseverance. Thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph, I have another question that one student is asking for you. Joseph, since you are a petrochemical engineer, was chemistry a challenging subject for you?
Chemistry. Well, while starting at university, as I told, it's a little bit different, you know.
Mhm.
So sometimes you find kind of subjects that it could be a little bit difficult. Yeah, it could be chemistry. It's complicated depending on the field that you are working on. So yeah, it depends. It depends what topics you are studying in, and what are your academic interest. So yeah, it depends, but yeah, chemistry I would say like it's difficult. It's difficult sometimes, depending on the topic that you are studying. So it could be difficult, and it could be very difficult sometimes, but not impossible. Not impossible for sure. Not.
Mhm.
Yeah, depending
As
how. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Excellent. Another question that one student is asking in our WhatsApp group. Joseph, is it easy to share your apartment or your house on campus? I don't know, Joseph, if did you live on campus or did you
Yeah.
live in the near town?
No, no. I lived in campus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that is the question. Is it easy to share things, to share everything in your apartment or in your house?
Yeah, yeah. At first, for sure, it would be different because you
Mhm.
are like moving from your home, which you are like very comfortable, and then you are moving to share things with other people, depending how many they are. But you get used. With time, you get used, and maybe they could be your friends as well. So and even they could be your best friends. It depends. But yeah, yeah. It's a little bit difficult at first, but not at all at the end. So yeah, it's just all is just in the beginning, let's say.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your information, Joseph. Well, before we continue with our show, let me send a special greetings to people who are watching the show right now. Special greetings to Thais Barrera. Thank you so much, Thais. Fernando, thank you. The fan number one of Masterpiece Show. Alexander Sarsosa, thank you so much, Alexander. Luis Simbaña, Patty Carwa, thank you so much. Catherine Mogrovejo, thank you so much for watching the show right now. And let me tell you that most of them are Yachitech students, and that is why they are watching the show because they would like to know a little bit more about the talent that we have at Yachitech and to see the Yachitech form good leaders who are studying around the world. So that is something that we must insist on this. Very good. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the questions to the students who are asking in our WhatsApp group. Okay, perfect. And I would like to continue talking about your Yachitech experience. I know that there are many memories that probably for you are unforgettable. You previously mentioned about your subjects, your professors, and also about your friends. Do you have any special memory with your friends? The time when you were a Yachitech student.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lot of memories depending. For example, right now I'm remembering when I used to go to drink beer. I love to drink beer. Yes, I have a lot of memories, but not it's not just for example drinking beer. No, I remember as well with one of my best friends. We used to study a lot until very late. Sometimes we didn't sleep like 5 hours. No, it was just like 2 or 3 hours, it depending. In exams you have to study hard. So in my case, I was a scholarship holder, an academic excellent scholarship holder. So yeah, I used to study very hard at that time, and yeah, I have a lot of memories. Even for example in football, right now I'm remembering. I used to go to play football in university, and yeah, it was funny. So it's what's very funny that time.
Okay, perfect. Well, by the way, we have a question here. How was it being on campus, and how was the ambience or the atmosphere of the university? Well, probably what he meant is that was easy to live on campus, and the environment at the Tech is so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of the important things at the Tech University is that you are near from the campus, so you don't have to take any transportation to go to classes. Let's say. Also at that time, well, you we used to have like the store, not supermarket, let's say, but a kind of to go to buy some things, and Urkuki is near as well, so you could go there for food for something. So it's the atmosphere is very good for me. So you don't have this in other universities. You first you have to um, to find the accommodation, and then you have to find the transportation, and these things are sometimes very difficult. So yeah, one of the very good points of Yacht Tech University is this: the atmosphere is very good. Yeah, you have a lot of friends there, so you are in classes, and at the same time you are living in front of the classroom, let's say. So yeah, the atmosphere is very 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 good.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Matthew Francisco Espinosa, for your question. And now Emily is asking another question for you. Do you think that studying at Yache Tech gives you more study opportunities? Well, my students are connecting right now and they would like to know about this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in my personal opinion, I would say that the good point of Yache Tech student is the language, because
Mhm.
you can find opportunities abroad, but you have to master the English language. So I wouldn't say that being a Yache Tech student could lead more academic opportunities. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends. For example, in my case, I remember I went to Mexico to work in an internship there like 3 years ago. I don't remember. Yeah, kind of 3 years ago, and it was because one of my professor, she's Mexican, she has a contact in the Autonomous University of Mexico, so she could contact someone there, and they accept me to go to this university to work in an internship. So it depends, but for example, I went to Poland as well, and I was managing all the internship by myself. So the only thing that I could have, well, I had at the time is the English and good marks in the subject. So yeah, it depends, but no, I would say no. If you are like improving your English every day, you could find for sure many opportunities abroad, even if you are not a Tech student.
Yes, that's right. So look, as we can hear, the English language is very,
Very
very
important.
important. Yes, we must dominate this language. And if you dominate English, so you can apply to any country. And Joseph is a clear example of that. Thank you so much, Emily, for your question. Well, Evelyn is saying, well, thanks for this interview. Okay, thank you so much. Well, before we continue, let me send more special greetings to our Yache Tech students who are joining us now. Steven de la Cruz, thank you so much, Steven de la Cruz, for watching Masterpiece Show. Jonathan Fernando, thank you so much, Jonathan, for watching Masterpiece Show. Carmen Cargua, Thais Barrera, thank you so much. Matthew Espinosa, thank you so much. Alexander Zarzosa, Fernando, thank you so much. Patty Cargua, Catherine Mogrovejo, thank you so much. And well, we have many people. Evelyn, thank you so much. And we have here a question by Solange, and Solange is asking you, what encouraged you to pursue the career you chose? Okay, yeah. What was your motivation to study and to get this important title, petrochemical engineering?
Well, let's say at first, second, and third semester, I was starting to study different topics. For example, geology, chemistry, a kind of engineering topics. It's not quite a specific engineering topics, but I remember just fundamentals engineering, something like that, and remember the specific name. But at that time, I was very I was not decided for any option. But then in fact, this answer has to be with with one of the questions of the student, or the yeah
Mhm.
the, the students. So at that time, I was starting to study chemistry. So I got really really interested in chemistry topics at that time, and also in industrial topics. So when I was just at fourth semester, I had to choose one major. So at that time, I was really enjoying chemistry, but I wanted to be involved with the industry. So chemistry and industry, back then, the only possibility was like petrochemical engineering, because I knew that I would be working for the industry, and obviously link it to the chemistry with petrochemical engineering. Yeah, so that's one of the my yeah, that was one of my motivations to choose this. And well, in Ecuador we have the resource, the oil.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was a very good opportunity for me as well to be involved in this kind of let's say field. So yeah, that was my
Great.
motivation, I would say.
Good motivations, definitely good motivations. Thank you so much, Joseph, for your answers, and thank you so much, Solange, for your question as well. Well, now it's time to talk about this important experience, because I know that many
Mhm.
Yacht Tech students are here because they want to know a little bit more about how did you apply to this a prestigious university. How was the process to study in France?
Well, as I said, at Yacht Tech, in Yacht Tech, you find not just professor; they are friends as well. So 1 year ago, I was like thinking about what university I would like to go, and one of my professors sent one of the opportunities here in this university, because he was studying his PhD here. So then I was informed by him about this master degree, and then I applied. So yeah, so it depends of the university. It depends on what field you are pursuing. It depends also in the country that you would like to go. So then you can find information, general information in the website of the universities, and then you can get this kind of offers there, and you can apply directly with them. But as I said, the English language for sure is one of the first very important requirements that you have to take into account. And yeah, it depends obviously in the scholarship that you want to apply, and it's possible to apply, and you can get all of this information in the website, so directly in the university websites. Yeah, so it's not quite general, it's very specific depending on the major, depending on the country, depending on the field. So it depends, it depends.
Okay, very good. Well, before we read the question from by Matthew. I have here a question that one of our students is asking through the WhatsApp group. Joseph, I have heard that in France everybody speaks French. All your modules are developed in English, or do you have some modules that are developed in French?
Well, in my experience, European people, they speak English. They speak very well English, so you can find opportunities even for professional opportunities or for academic opportunities, which are followed in English. So, for example, my master is an international master degree, and all of the subjects are followed in English. So you can find obviously all other programs which are followed in English too. So yeah, some programs are following in English, and also you can find very good programs for sure better than the English programs in French, because it's the official language here. But it's very difficult. But if you speak French, for why not to apply for one of these programs following in French? Yeah, for sure you could find better programs in French than in English. So
Hmm. Yeah, so that is why I always insist. It is a good idea not just to learn how to speak English, but also other languages:
yeah,
French,
yeah,
Italian, Russian, Portuguese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese. Well, and by the way, look, this is another advantage that we have at the Tech. At the Tech, we offer some free classes of different languages through these clubs that we have. So this is
yeah.
it's a remarkable point that our Tech University has. Thank you so much. Okay, now I am going to let's read the question that we have from Matthew. Matthew is asking, what is your point of view about the future of the hydrocarbon energy?
Well, it's it's very complicated. It's very complicated. I remember, like, let's say, yeah, one month, yeah, 1 month ago, I was taking a class with a professor, which is a link to the Total company. This is one of the biggest oil and gas companies in the world, and I was studying very important and relevant points about the hydrocarbon energy. It depends a lot on the country. It depends a lot on the company. But well, in my opinion, I would say that we are dependent now of oil and gas, and we won't be independent at least for 50 years more. um, uh, European Union, United States, China, some many big countries are investing a lot on many projects which are focused on the energy transition. But at this point, there's a lot of projects which are being performed in this kind of field. But it's very difficult to not to be dependent, sorry, on the oil and gas. So about the hydrocarbon energy, depending the field, depending the perspective, depending the country, the projects, it depends a lot. But in my opinion, we are dependent, and we will be dependent at least for 50 years more in the hydrocarbon energy. As I said, it's very important, this kind of energy transition, because the global warming. There, as I said, there are a lot of projects which are being performing now here in Europe, for example. There are a lot, and and yeah, but we are dependent, and we will.
Wow, that sounds really, really interesting. And thank you so much for your answer. And thank you so much, Matthew, for your question. Yeah, thank you. It's really important what Joseph has said. And well, we receive more messages by people who are watching the show right now. Thank you so much. Remember that at the end of this show, we are going to read all your messages. So you are kindly invited to join us on YouTube and also on Facebook. We are Andivisa Producciones. Thank you so much to all people who are watching the show right now and they are sharing your messages. We really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I know, Joseph, that our students want to hear from you that everything is possible, that they have to study very hard. Well, you mentioned that English is very, very important. Yeah, it's very clear for them. But what can you tell them, because there are many HITech students that are new students and they would like to follow your steps and get opportunities like you have gotten uh, due to your hard work. What can you tell to those people who are watching the show right now, and most of them are students?
Well, if one of you who are watching the interview want to get opportunity abroad, the first thing that you have to take into account is the language. If you don't speak the official language where you want to go, the English is the general one. But it's not quite easy, because if you go abroad, you can notice that not all people have the same accent. They use not in all countries they use the same expressions. And for me, even today, it's difficult try to communicate with them. For example, in my master degree, I'm working right now with a guy who is from Lebanon, and we are in a project here. So it's a final project for finishing my master. And sometimes it's very difficult try to understand him because he has another accent, he uses another words. But just take into account that's the only language that in which we can communicate, because I don't speak French. He can speak French, but if I cannot speak French, the only one is the English. So try to consider this. For example, in my daily life, the only language in which I can, for example, go to the store and say like I would like to eat a sandwich or something like that is English, because right now I don't speak French. I can understand a little bit, but it's difficult to start from scratch. And yeah, if you want to get abroad, English is it's you have to master the language, and you can improve every day, watching movies, listening to music, or even just reading something like that. So it's not easy, I know, but you can improve every day. There are some applications you can find, for example, for your phone. This one is Duolingo. It helps me a lot, for example, in the French language. So yeah, it's very important. It's very important. Even if you are not going, for example, to United States or to United Kingdom, in other countries you find people speaking English. Maybe they are not like natives, let's say, but they speak English, and the only way that you can communicate with them is in English. So you have to be fluent, for example, to get a professional opportunity, even here in France or in other country. Maybe the interview it's in English. I remember I was applying for one university in Hungary, and I had an interview, and for these kinds of events you have to be prepared, and you cannot like just go there and then start thinking the specific words or something like that. No, sometimes you can be you must be fluent, you must be prepared, and you don't know what questions could be, or you what questions you could have then. So as a professional you have to be prepared, and you have to know how to answer these things in a formal way, for example. So yeah, the improving in English is very important. It's very important. It doesn't matter in which country you are interested in. It's very important.
Hmm. Absolutely. Yes. And what you mentioned, nowadays, our new generations have that powerful tool. Yes, the
Yeah.
internet. Yes, applications. Well, you have access to different applications, to different things. And of course, most of them are in English. So that is why it's very important to master the English language. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Duolingo, yes, that is an app that we used at the beginning of this semester with my students. Yeah, and we can learn many languages there, not just
Yeah.
English, but also other languages. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's very important what you said, Joseph. All depend on the way how you want to improve your English, because you said you can listen to music in English, you can read books in English, you can also you can
Watch
you
movies.
can set up your cell phone in English.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
could be
yeah, yeah.
the first step. So yeah, the most important is to get closer to the English language. Very good, excellent. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph, John Duda is asking you the following question. Joseph, do you think that a project like ITER can be replicated in Ecuador in the future?
Well, I'm so sorry, but in my knowledge, I don't have any idea about ITER project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, according to what we have here, is the new way to new energy. Yeah, is the world's largest fusion experiment. 35 nations are collaborating to build and operate the ITER. Yeah, probably so. It's like the most. It's like a machine that produces a new type of energy. Well,
Okay.
in general terms, do you think that in the future we are going to have the the opportunity or the chance to produce things like this big experiment, this big machine
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
change the
Well,
energy or to
uh,
create new energy?
yeah, in my opinion, and in my knowledge, let's
Mm-hmm.
say, I'm getting involved, and I'm becoming educated in renewables energy, in geothermal energy, in wind energy, hydro energy,
Mm-hmm.
and solar energy. And when
Okay.
I was studying, because yeah, I was studying here many topics about this, many topics, and I also had the opportunity to go to an entrepreneurship, and we was required to work on a project, and I was checking the resources in Ecuador, and in general in South America we have very good resources to exploit, and actually they are not being exploited. Here in Europe they have the knowledge, and they have
Mm-hmm.
the money, they have the very good ideas, let's say, but they don't have the source. And in
Mm-hmm.
Ecuador, we have the source. We have geothermal source, we have hydro sources, we have wine sources, but there are not a lot of projects which are being performed there. So this, for me, it's really sad. It's really sad because, for
Mm-hmm.
example, here I'm getting a good knowledge about this kind of projects, this kind of renewables energy, and always I'm thinking about Ecuador, always, because if I study a topic, for example, in geothermal, we have geothermal resources in Ecuador. If I'm study, for example, wind turbines to produce energy, we have hydro energy in Ecuador. Uh, yeah, so it's for me
Mm-hmm.
it's sad. It's sad because here in Europe they are like investing a lot in this kind of knowledge, in this kind of projects, but sometimes they don't have the resource. And in South
Yes.
America we have a lot. We have many resources in general, but it's really
Mm-hmm.
sad. It's really sad. But yeah, for sure, in Ecuador, in Colombia, and in Argentina, and Chile, in general, in South America, there's there's a good potential to go there and to exploit this kind of resources, which are very good resources, because it's a renewable energy, and we could help the global warming, and to reduce the CO2 emissions. It's sad, but it's real. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Thank you, Joseph. Yes, I completely agree with you. We have here lots of resources, but unfortunately, we don't have leaders that
well,
invest in education, in technology, in science. That could be the new perspective of the following leaders that are going to guide our country. That is why, Joseph, I am very optimistic, and I know that very soon our country is going to be completely different because we have such talented people like you who are studying abroad, and I am completely sure that one day you are going to come back here and you are going to promote that invest in education, and also you are going to contribute to our society with new ideas, with projects, with networks. So I am very optimistic that you are going to guide our country better, very well, in a better way. So I am very optimistic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph. And we have a question by Alexander. Alexander is asking you, Joseph, how far have you proposed to go, both on a personal level and on a professional level?
how far have you proposed to go? But mm, I don't get the question.
Yeah, probably what he meant is, what about your future plans, both in terms of your personal life and your professional life? What about your future plans?
Oh, well, in my personal case, I would like to stay here in Europe. As I told, they are investing a lot in new energies. Actually, there are one project which is very interesting. This is the net zero emissions by 2050. So the big companies, they are trying to reduce CO2 emissions to the zero level by 2050. So I would like to stay here, at least in Europe. I would like to stay in France. So it's not easy because I'm coming from abroad. So let's say first I want to finish my master's degree now. Then I have to perform my internships. I hope that I could perform it here in France, and after that, I would like to apply for an apprenticeship, and if it's possible, after that, apply for a job offer. But it's not quite easy, but it depends on the opportunities that you are finding in the process. So I don't know. I would like to stay here and let's see what happens in the future, depending on the opportunities that I will find for sure.
Okay, perfect. There you are. Thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. And yeah, it's very interesting to know about a little bit about your future plans and the things that you keep in mind. That is so good. Well, before we continue with our next section, we want to send a special greetings to people who continue joining us. Evelyn Yandun, thank you so much, Evelyn. Pari Carwa, Solange Velez, Belén Matabay, Matthew Espinosa, Stephen de la Cruz, Jonathan Fernando, Carmen Cargua, thank you so much. Thais Barrera, thank you. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Alexander Sarsosa, thank you so much. Catherine Mogrovejo as well. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we have many people who are watching the show right now. And thank you for being part of Masterpiece Show. Okay, so now, Joseph, once again, congratulations on your achievements. We can see that you are a very perseverant student. You are representing Ecuador and Yachitec very well. Thank you so much for all the things that you are sharing tonight with us.
Thank you too.
Okay, so now, Joseph, it's time to continue with our next section. So now we are going to show you some pictures and we are going to ask you some questions. Okay, so let's
Okay.
begin with our first picture. Joseph, why
Mm.
is it? Why is this picture very special for you?
Well, when you were asking for a very special picture for me, it was really difficult because I have a lot, and then I choose this one because I've been living alone for 6 7 years, I guess. Yeah, 6 7 years, I guess. My parents moved to United States 7 years ago, so when I went to university, they moved to United States, and for me, it's not quite easy. The woman who is in the photo is my mom, so for me,
Mhm.
it's not quite easy to hug my mom. So she's my motivation, and she's always supporting me. And it's not quite easy to go to United States and then give her a hug. So that's it's the important reason, and that's why this photo is very important for me. It's not quite difficult. It's not sorry. It's not quite easy for me, and yeah. So always I'm missing her, and hope to see her soon. But yeah, this is a very special picture for me.
Okay, very good. And by the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching the show right now in Ambato, in this wonderful province, Tungurahua. And we want to send a special greetings our to your family. I am completely sure that all of them must be very very proud of you as we are, because you are a very talented person. Thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. Okay, Joseph, now we have another picture, and the following question is, Joseph, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Very. It's I have a lot of memories there. I remember when I was just starting to study in the university. At first, we have some classrooms in the left side, you know. So when I went to university at first semester, I used to go there for studying, and yeah, not most of the time, but sometimes I used to. to study until 6 a.m., until 7. So now I'm remembering yeah, when I was in the first semester. And then now I'm looking at the library of the university. So I used to go there for studying, obviously. And yeah, I used to study until late. So yeah, I remember this. So for me, it's quite, I don't know how to say, how to describe this, but it's beautiful to remind these things right now. Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, my microphone was off. Wow, yes. Well, many memories from this wonderful place. I
Yeah,
yeah, I saw many times, and I remember that my Tech students were studying here for hours, and
yeah,
and and I remember that I used to see them um studying very hard. I remember that one day um, there was like an activity in at around 8 o'clock, eight at night, and I saw that my students were. I stayed there until midnight, and my students were there studying and studying and studying.
yeah, yeah. If back then, if you let's say if you are in at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., you still find students there, and one of them it was me. So yeah, you could find back then for sure you could find the students studying until very late. They like finish studying like 5, maybe 4 a.m. So it was wonderful that time.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we have lots of experiences there. And I saw many HTech students who were helping other students, especially new students.
Yeah.
They were there, and you have this wonderful club like mentors. And wow, HTech, you are the best of the best. Definitely,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
there aren't enough words to to describe the good things that you have, because you are very talented and you are real human beings. Um, you like to help other people. Wow, that is something good. Well, I have received a message from one of the most talented Yachitek students as well. Right now, I received a message from Joshua Salazar, who is
Mm.
studying in Austria. Thank you so much, Joshua, for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to Joshua. And thank you so much, Joshua. He's studying in Austria. Another fabulous Tech students like Joseph, like Patty Rangel, like Carolina Serrano. Well, like many Tech students who are studying around the world. Guys, we feel very proud of you. Oh my God, you are our pride, definitely, Joseph. Oh my God, I don't have enough words to express
Yeah.
when I talking to my Tech students. Congratulations again, Joseph. Okay, um, okay, we have another question. Let me see. We have okay. Let me see. Thais is asking for you, Joseph. Which is the activity that everybody has to experiment at least once in on campus? On campus.
On campus. Activity. I don't know. I used to play just football, so I will suggest to play football for sure. We have a very good, let's say, fields to play there. So yeah, I didn't practice a lot of activities in the campus on campus, but yeah, I used to play football. So that's my suggestion: play football.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, at the HIT we have lots of activities. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
we have our clubs. Yeah, so if you are interested in learning any new language, or maybe if you love sports, we have many activities on campus. Also, festivals, musical festival, jam
yeah.
session. Well,
Jump session.
many activities over there. Yeah, so living on campus is one of the most unforgettable experience. Yes, 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 yes. One of the most unforgettable experiences. And also, the good point of this is that you are, again, you are like a family. Yes, you are like brothers. You are sharing good things, good experiences, good moments. Well, we hope that the pandemic is over very soon and we can come back to our face-to-face classes. I really miss this place, Joseph. Yeah, well, for
Me
me,
too.
yes, for me, HITech is not my workplace. For me, HITech is my second home. I
Yeah,
really miss it.
yeah, I get you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joseph. And thank you so much, Thais, for your question. Well, so now, Joseph, we are going to have like an icebreaker. So now it's time to play.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So we are going to show you the following board. As you can see, we have 9 numbers there. You are going to choose 3 numbers in total. And the idea of this game is to hide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's begin. Joseph, can you choose the first number, please?
Yes, give me the nine one. The nine, please.
Okay, number 9. Okay. Well, this is one of the most delicious dishes of Ecuador. Any idea?
Okay, I'm getting hungry.
Me too, me too. Believe me, believe me.
uh,
You can
I
guess,
can.
or if you want, you can choose another number.
No, I would say it's how to say in English. It's like hornado.
Yes, well, since it is a traditional
Yeah, yeah,
dish,
I can
so it's
distinguish.
the same
Yeah,
name.
I'm missing
Yes,
so much this kind of food.
very
So,
good. Yes. Oh
yeah,
my God, you did it at the first try. Excellent. Ornado. That is
yeah,
the
yeah,
hidden picture. Oh my God, you did it at the first try. Excellent. Good job, Joseph. Joseph, do you like Ornado?
yeah, for sure. I'm missing all the Ecuadorian food. You cannot imagine how I'm missing it.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, yeah, I know, Joseph. When we are far away from our
Yeah,
country, the first thing that we miss is our
it's,
food.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely. And what about French food? What is the common food that you eat over there, Joseph?
Well, it depends. They have very traditional dishes, let's say. Depends
Hmm.
if you, for example, if you eat meat or if you don't eat meat. But
Hmm.
they eat cow, they eat
Hmm.
pork, they eat chicken. How to say? I don't remember. Like it's in French. Pavo in English.
Turkey,
Oh,
turkey,
sorry, turkey, turkey.
turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes when I'm thinking, because I
Yeah,
always go to the supermarket and I start to try to memorize the things are in French now in my
yeah.
mind, so it's
I
confusing.
imagine.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it
Yeah.
depends. It depends. I don't like too much this kind of food. I prefer the encebollado in Ecuador. But yeah, depends. Actually, I'm like cooking every day for me, so it's a
Hmm.
kind of meat and salad,
Hmm.
and yeah, yeah. Because as a student, maybe you don't have much time to prepare
Hmm.
something very very let's say delicious, but it's important to be healthy. So yeah, I always cook this kind of things like salads and meat. Yeah,
Okay.
by now at least. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. You did it at the first try. Okay. So now it's time to play our second game. Okay. So our second game is called The Curious Wheel. Okay. And as you can see on the screen, there you are. There we can see a wheel that is divided into several sections. Each section contains 2 options. I am going to spin the wheel, and I am going to ask you some questions. You can choose one of the 2 options that you have in each section, or you can choose both, or maybe you can say neither, and you have to tell us why. Okay, so let's begin with the first question for you. Okay, and the first question is, Joseph, which social network do you prefer the most, Facebook or YouTube?
Facebook or YouTube? Mm, I would say YouTube. Yeah,
Why?
because you can find, for example, in my case right now, I find a lot of podcast to improve my French. So also, for example, I'm here, so I always like trying to get not to get trying to play to Latin music and find
Mm-hmm.
the most I how to say, well, Latin music, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I'm using YouTube a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would prefer YouTube even
Oh,
for listening Latin music and
okay.
for improving my French language as well.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Let's continue with our next question. Okay, our next question is, okay, which
Mm.
of these two activities do you prefer the most, Joseph? Singing or dancing?
Dancing. Yeah, and I love to dance. I love to dance. We are Latin Latin guys. So yeah, I love to dance. Yeah, so
Yeah, I have heard that wherever a Latino is, everybody is going to know that he is from Latin America, for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah. Here
Okay.
in Europe, yeah, there are many Latin discos, and
Mhm.
yeah, they are very good. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and our next question is, okay, Joseph, which season do
Uh,
you prefer the most, winter or summer?
yeah, it's summer for sure. Summer. We are in winter now, and you cannot imagine how cold is it. So, yeah, winter for sure. Sorry, summer. Yeah, you can travel a
Mhm,
lot.
mhm.
You can enjoy time. Even you can stay outside until late because you don't have the same time. So yeah, summer for sure.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Let's continue. Okay, and our next question is, Joseph, which activity do you prefer the most, reading or writing?
Reading, yeah, reading. Well, the reason is because you can learn a lot of things while reading. So even if it's for your personal growth or for your academic growth. So yeah, reading.
Hey, perfect. Very good. And let's see which is our last question from the Curious Wheel. Okay. And the question is, which social network do you prefer the most, Instagram or TikTok?
Well, Instagram. I don't use TikTok, so the reason is obvious. Instagram,
Okay, perfect. Very good. Thank
yeah.
you so much for your answers. Okay, now it's time to play our last game. Okay, so our last game is called Let Us Know. As you can see, there you are 15 numbers. Okay, you are going to choose five numbers in total. We are going to ask you some questions and we are going to know a little bit more about the things that you like and the things that you love. Okay, so let's begin with the first number. Can you choose the first card, please?
Yeah, it would be the 10. 10,
All
please.
right, number 10. And the question is, what's your favorite sport?
Well, my first sport is football. Yeah, I love to play
Mhm.
football. Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard that you practice this sport at Yacht Tech. Maybe did you participate in the championships?
Yeah. In fact, my team was, uh, yeah, we win the championships 2 times.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that means that you are good soccer players.
Well, that back then, yeah, but right now, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, great. Let's continue with our next card. Okay, can you choose the second card, please?
Number eight, please.
Number eight, and the question is, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book is a chemical engineering book.
Hey,
Is
great.
yeah. Well, in fact, I have like two or three favorite because they are very good books. They are very good. Now, I would say that my favorite book is one of thermodynamics engineering, and it's
Mhm,
called what is this author? I don't remember the author's name, but well, let's say it's thermodynamics engineering. Yeah, yeah. I don't used to. I'm not used to read this kind of other books like
mhm,
just for history or something like this. But yeah,
mhm.
I read a lot of this kind of engineering books. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Thank you. Let's continue with our next question. Okay, can you choose the third card, please?
The number 11
Number 11, and the question is, what's your favorite app?
on phone or
Yes,
laptop.
yeah, yes, yes.
My
Could be.
favorite app is Ryanair. It's like airline, so you
Mm-hmm.
can buy very 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 cheap flights there. So I'm always like checking some destinations
Ah, okay.
to travel. Yeah, that's my favorite app.
Okay. Perfect. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Okay, can you choose the fourth card,
uh,
please?
Number one, please.
Number one, and the question is, what's your favorite kind of music?
I love salsa. I really love salsa. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just for listening or for dancing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, well, you are like a good Latino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Excellent. Thank you. And let's see which one is our last card. Okay, can you choose the fifth card, please?
I would choose let's see in the give me the number 15, please.
Okay, let's see. What's your favorite word in English?
It's a bad word, so I cannot say it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, do you think that can we use? Well, you are not going to say it. Do you think that in this context, because we had a soccer match, Ecuador had a soccer match, the national soccer team, and what do you think about the results? Do you think that in this
Ah,
context can we apply that
yeah, for
favorite
sure.
word? So I can imagine. I can
Yeah, yeah,
imagine.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I can imagine. Okay, apart from that word that we are not going to mention, do you have
Okay.
any other word that probably you
In
like to
English,
use very often, maybe?
very often. Mm, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not dating with someone, but she's funny, and I
Mhm.
always like I'm always say like, can you smile, or something like this,
Okay,
and
great.
yeah. So smile is my other favorite
Oh,
word by now. Yeah.
yes. Okay, well, perfect. Very good. Thank you so much for your answers. Okay, we are done. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's continue now with our next section. And before we continue with our next section, let me send a special greetings to the audience who are still watching Masterpiece Show. Rocio Puca, thank you so much. Our professor, thank you so much, Paola Santamaria, another EHA Tech professor who is watching the show right now. Thank you so much, Paola Santamaria. Erika Torres, thank you so much. Evelyn Yandun, Solange Vélez, Belén Matabay, Matthew Espinosa, Steven de la Cruz, thank you so much. Alexander Zarzosa, Fernando, Carmen Carua, Catherine Mogrovejo. Oh my God, we have good audience tonight. Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So now, Joseph, we have the three final questions for you. And
Okay.
the first question is, Joseph, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years. Yeah, that's a very difficult question. Well, I see myself working for a big oil and gas company. I see myself here in France, speaking French.
Mhm.
Speaking
Yeah, okay.
and yeah, and for a big company, I mean, because they are around the world, so you can take advantage of this, and sometimes you can travel to other countries to work for in a project, or they are investing a lot in big projects. So I would like to be involved with these big companies, but for sure I must to get experience, professional experience first. So that's the reason why I'm answering in this question. I see myself working for these companies in 10 years, because in 10 years for sure I will get experience, professional experience. So
Mhm.
yeah, I will see
Okay.
myself here in France if possible. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, and yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph, our second question is, Joseph, what country would you like to visit and why?
I would like to visit Norway. I've been always fascinated about visiting Norway, because they are in the top countries concerning the oil and gas exploiting activities. So they have a lot of offshore activities, actually. And yeah, I would like to go there, maybe for working in a project. Why not? And also to know more about the geography, to know more about the culture. I would like to hear the native accent, because they have their own language. And yeah, Norway, it's a very good country for me. So in fact, I would like to work there, maybe in future.
Okay, sounds really, really interested, and we are completely sure that you will do it. Yes, because
Yeah.
you are a very perseverant student, a really nice human being. So we are completely sure that you will achieve all your goals. Perfect. Thank you so much. And our last question, Joseph, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
Oh well, I would wish my family near for sure, because family is very important, and if you are abroad, if you are far away from home, family is very important as well. Yeah, I would wish my family near, at least in the same country. And my other wish, well, right now it's I would say, like, I would wish my cat to live 5 years more, because it's a particular case. My cat is
Uh-huh.
19 years old. She's very old. She's very old. She's 19 years old, so it's sad, but I would wish this. And and the other one, I would wish, like, yeah, I would wish, like, been working for these big companies. Yeah, I would wish.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for your answers. Okay, perfect. So, Joseph, we are almost done. So now it's time to read the messages that people sent us to our through our Facebook Live chat and also through our YouTube Live. Okay. Well, Fernando says, incredible interview. Congratulations for all your good projects, Joseph. Good luck and never give up. Thank you so much, Fernando, for watching Masterpiece Show. And thank you so much for your message. Well,
Thank
Fernando
you.
sent you a nice sticker, but well, during the live sessions, we cannot see that
Mm,
stickers, but you can see it on the in the comment section. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fernando. Well, Matthew was asking several questions. Unfortunately, we could answer those questions. Thank you so much, Emily. Emily, for your questions as well. Interesting questions. And Evelyn says, thanks for this interview. Thank you so much, Evelyn, for watching Masterpiece Show as well. And thank you so much, Solange, for your question. Fortunately, Joseph could answer that question, and also Matthew was very interested in knowing a little bit more about the point of view of our special guest. Thank you, Matthew. Belen Matabay says special greetings to Joseph, success and all the good vibes for all your projects, dear friend. Thank you so much, Belen, for your message. Okay, Patty Carwa says, good evening, Joseph. Congratulations. Very interesting. Everything that you said, keep on going. Thank you so much. Very good. And Patty also sent you a nice sticker. Thank you so much. John Duda, well, John asked you a question about that experiment. Thank you so much for your question. Alexander also asked you that awesome question, and Thais as well. Well, thank you so much for all your messages, for all your questions, and finally, Joseph could answer all your questions. Thank you so much. Okay, Joseph, I know that we already asked you to give a message to people who are watching the show right now, but I think that there are some new people who are watching the show right now, and we would like to hear from you again that important message for new generations, for all Ecuadorians. What could you say to all of them, to all people who have dreams like you? What can you say?
well, first of all, never give up. Never give up. um, do your best. Do your best in your academic field, in your studies. It's not impossible. It's for sure it's not impossible. Try to improve your English. You can practice every day in many ways. So my best recommendation, if you want to get an opportunity abroad, even if it's just for I mean, for professional opportunities or academic opportunities, try to improve your English. It's possible, but if you master it, and never give up, do your best. Try to study hard. Try to get best scores. But I mean, good marks, and yeah, that's my recommendation.
Okay, thank you so much for that awesome recommendations. And we want to send special greetings to people who are still here. Maria Semanate, thank you so much. Jose Luis Quispe, Rocio Puca, our dear professor, Yachitec professor, Paola Santa Maria, thank you so much. Erica Torres, thank you so much. Alexander Sarsosa, Catherine Mogrovejo, Pari Carwa, Carmen Carwa, Fernando, thank you so much. Belén Matabay, Matthew Espinosa, Solange Vélez, Evelyn Yandun. Oh my God, we have many people connected until now. Steven de la Cruz, thank you. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Okay, well, before we close this awesome session, it's time to okay, thank our special um, sponsors. Thank you so much, Classpro. Remember that Classpro offers you different types of services such as advisory for educational and social projects, training for standardized tests, document translations, and academic consulting services. Remember that Classpro is located in Quito at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, the CEO of Classpro, you can do it through his cell phone number that you can see on our screen. Remember, Classpro offers you the best educational and social projects for you. Thank you so much, Jaguar. Remember that Jaguar is one of the most innovative projects developed by our Yacht Tech students. Jaguar was one of the winning teams that participated at this important event called a whole prize. And thanks to this, now Jaguar is offering you this eco-friendly product. Yes, Jaguar offers you this eco-friendly diapers. So if you are interested in knowing a little bit more about Jaguar, you can do it. You can get this information at www.jaguar.net, and also you can buy these eco-friendly diapers through this website. Also, if you need more information about this awesome project, you can get it on Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter and Instagram. Jaguar, the best eco-friendly diapers for you. Thank you so much, Yanapana Project. Remember that Yanapana Project offers you online Spanish and English tutorials, document translations, academic consulting, and now they are offering you this new service, the chat rooms to practice English. Yes, if you want to develop your English skills, now you can do it through this new service. And the price for this service is very, very reasonable and convenient for you. If you need more information about Yanapana Project, remember that you can get it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you are interested in becoming part of this awesome project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. Okay. Once again, dear Joseph, thank you so much for being here in our show. We are very, very proud of you. And well, we want to wish you all the best because we know that all your goals are going to be achieved. You are a very perseverant and optimistic person, and we are completely sure that one day all your goals are going to be achieved. Thank you so much, Joseph, for being here in our show.
Thank you too.
All right. Well, thank you so much to all people who were watching this show. Remember that next Thursday, we are going to have another very special guest in our show. So you are kindly invited to join us on Facebook and on YouTube. We are Andivisa Producciones. Thank you so much. We will see you next Thursday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joseph. Have a good
Thank you.
day over there. We will see you
Okay.
very soon. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Joseph.
Take care. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.